G'day everyone. So last time I made this fiberglass seat pan. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's rough, but it's all going to be covered in foam and vinyl anyway, so I'm not fussed. It's the right shape, it fits perfectly, so all in all I'm pretty happy. So today I'm going to sort out the mounts to secure it to the bike, and then I'm going to put the foam on. I won't upholster it today because I'm going to outsource that to my sister, who's quite handy with a sewing machine. That'll be a team effort between her and I. I doubt I'll film it though, because I very much doubt she'll be keen to get in front of the camera. But that's another video. So for today, mounting it. I've made up these two tabs. This one here, it's just a piece of flat bar, nothing serious. And that is going to be the hook for the front. So that one will go under here like this. And you can see there, that tab there will hook under here and hold the front down. So this one here, this is the mounting tab for the rear, and it'll mount to the underside of the seat pan like that, and be secured with one bolt through the frame rail there. So we've got this hook holding it down at the front, and this one holding it down and forward from the back. So I'll mount those now. Right, so here it is with the tabs mounted. All I did was pop rivet them on with stainless steel pop rivets. The front one's got 4 in it. That worked out quite well. It's at the perfect level, so I didn't have to pack it out or bend it or anything. The rear one took a bit of stuffing around, and because if I pop riveted it from the other side, these would have fouled on the frame rail, so I had to just make a piece of aluminium backing to pop rivet it to, because the pop rivets would just pull straight through the fiberglass. But anyway, it fits. The front's nice and tight, no rattling. And then I've still got to make the mounting point at the back for this one, and that holds down there. There is a slight gap around here. That was there anyway. But even if it wasn't, this tab would have created that gap. But what I'm thinking is when I upholster it, I'll just pack out that area with the backing on the vinyl, and it should just close up that gap. So I'm not overly worried about it. So yeah, so now I'm just going to drill a hole through here, weld a nut to the other side, so a bolt can just go straight through there and hold it in. Alright, so what I'm doing now, that I've got the mounting tabs on the seat pan itself, is I want to eliminate all of these kind of hard corners before I put the foam on. So that way I've got like a nice smooth surface to stick the foam to, and it won't have any spots that don't stick to the seat pan properly. So to do that, I've bought a camping mat, which I've just kind of cut up into strips, and I'm going to glue those with the contact adhesive into all of these areas here and across here. Once I've done that, I'll hit it all with a flapper disc, sand it down so it's smooth, and just repeat that process until I'm happy with the surface. Then I'll stick the seat foam down. Right, so I made this jig just to screw to my sawhorse so I'd have something to strap the foam down, just to really wrap it around the seat pan and keep a bit of pressure on it to help it stick. Turns out the contact cement that I was using isn't the stuff that I'm used to. It was designed for vertical surfaces, which is why it was a lot thicker than you'd imagine it would have been. I don't know whether it's going to work as well. It didn't seem to be as tacky as standard contact cement, but we'll find out when we cut all this tape off, so I'm going to do that now. Well, it seems to be stuck pretty well, but the tape I stupidly used is taking a bit of foam with it. Probably should have protected the foam. Oh well, I'll just be really careful. Okay, for the most part it worked out pretty well. There's a couple of spots, I don't know how well you can see it, just in here, where it didn't quite stick as well as I would have liked. But after I just trim it up roughly, I'm just going to get a bit of glue in there and just tape it around that area to try and get it to stick. The other side was alright, just that side. And the same here. So I'll just roughly trim it up just to make it a bit smaller, and then I'll get a bit of glue in there and stick it back down. To trim it, I've bought this El Cheapy bread knife, so we'll see how that works. Well, that worked perfectly. So here it is, all roughly trimmed up on the bike. So we've got the big hump over where the guard is underneath the seat there, and same at the front over the tank mounting point there. I don't mind that it hooks up a little bit at the front, but I kind of want to flatten out that bump so the top of it is just flat. And here I kind of want it to have that kick up that a Brat seat would traditionally have. So I'm very carefully and slowly going to cut the sides in perfectly with with the seat pan, and then I'm going to angle the back 90 degrees to this, so it's kind of just hooking up over there. You'll see it better when I actually do it. And then I'm slowly going to try and flatten out here and here. The poor old pillion's not going to have much in the way of padding, but that's not me, so it sucks to be the pillion. I'm more interested in the look, and I really don't see myself carrying a pillion passenger that often. I can't see my wife being too keen on getting on the back of the bike, so that's what I'm going to do now. Right, so here it is on the bike, as shaped as I'm going to get it. Sanding this kind of stuff was a bit of an ordeal. Like, you hit it with a flapper disc and it just chews the foam away. So I had to be very careful. It's a little bit rough, but I'm not going to go any further because I reckon I'll just destroy it. I'm pretty happy with the shape. You would have seen that I used the belt sander on top here for a while. That was better than the flapper disc in that it was a lot slower. And it's a much flatter area, so I've got a much flatter surface. And I could also use the where the belt went around the drum at the front to get in here without chewing bits away. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the shape. I would have liked a thinner seat, but with where the guard comes up under here, it really wasn't achievable. There's lucky if there's like 5-10 mil of foam on top of that. So this is as thin as I could go. Alright, so the materials that I use, the foam and the vinyl, which you'll see in a later video, I got from Cafe Racer Garage Shop, which is run by the guy, or sorry, owned by the guy who runs the YouTube channel Cafe Racer Garage. And I'm assuming if you're watching my videos, you've no doubt found his. And if you haven't, I strongly recommend you do. He's got some great content on there, and I actually based the build of this seat off a seat build that he did on a CB750, I think. Obviously with some differences, he didn't have the guard or anything to contend with, but the basic principle, making the seat pan, the foam and everything, I pretty much took directly from him. So yeah, hopefully his website is up and running by the time you view this. I got in early somehow by accident. I just found the website. Neither of us can figure out how it happened, but he was nice enough to send this stuff to me anyway, which was amazing. Thank you very much for that if you watch this. So yeah, it looks a bit funny pink. It's going to be black in the end anyway. I'm actually thinking I might spray it black now just so I can get an idea of the overall look of the bike. But yeah, if you like what you saw, thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, please like, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.